Hey everybody, it's Matt Bailey here. I'm here with Brad Gillis of one of my absolute favorite rock groups, Night Ranger. How are you, Brad?
I'm fine, Matt. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
Well, thank you for being here. We're here at M3 at Meriwether Post Pavilion here in Maryland. You guys come to this region a lot, a couple of times a year. At least last couple of years you've been around.
Yeah.
What do you love about performing in the DC area?
Well, all of our friends from, from the White House come here. No, no, I'm kidding. It's great because we love the East Coast. My daughter just moved to New York. We always do well here, and we come to Meriwether Post like every other year. And, you get like 20, 30 bands in a couple days. Basically, it's kind of like old home week. You know what I mean? You see all these guys you haven't seen, or maybe you go on the road and play a show here and there with one or the other, but everybody gets together here, and it's one big fun party backstage, and reliving the old memories.
Well, I love it. You and, of course, Kelly, the two constant members of the group. I'm very curious how that evolved, how having a singing drummer as a lead singer, that's very, very rare in rock, to have a singing drummer, let alone somebody who's sang on so many of a band's hits. How did that come about as the group was forming? Was it a conscious decision, or did it just kind of happen?
Well, Jack Blades and I, we were in a band called Rubicon in the late 70s, and we did a couple records, and we had a top 20 hit off our first record called I'm Gonna Take Care of Everything. And it was kind of cool, and that got our start, and as far as a professional band with the record deal. And towards the end of that band, we played the Cal Jam 2 with Rubicon, March 18th, 1978. 250,000 people when we played. It was Aerosmith, Hart, Dave Mason, Santana. It was just Ted Nugent. It was unbelievable. Biggest day of my life. I was 20 years old. But that band, towards the end, the drummer had left. He got married and just kind of was done. And that's when I heard of this guy, Kelly Kagi, from the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area, that was a singing drummer. So we brought him into Rubicon, and that broke up and morphed into Ranger. Now, Ranger was around 1979. We went and did our demos, and when we finally got a record deal, we found out there's a country band called the Rangers. We opened Billboard, 2-page spread, 20-year anniversary, the Rangers. We thought, well, okay, we got to change our name. And we had this song called Night Ranger on the record, so we changed it to Night Ranger, and that's where that started. And Kelly, being a singing drummer, he came in with the song called Sister Christian. Boom. We put it on our second record to hold it off because we knew it was going to be a hit, and we wanted to have put out the first record, Dawn Patrol with Don't Tell Me Love Me, huge hit for us. It got us out of the gate. And then we released You Can Still Rock in America off the Midnight Madness record, which second single would have been Sister Christian. So Kelly sang that, and we were touring with Sammy Hagar, and he had so much equipment on stage that we couldn't set up a normal drums and back and have Jack in front of him. We didn't have enough room. So for this tour we did with Sammy, when we just started out, all right, we'll put Kelly to one side and Fitz, our keyboard player, on the other side of the stage, and have Jack in the middle, and me and Jeff Watson, the original guitar player, along with me, on each side of that for the Sammy tour. And people said, that's a cool setup. And Kelly was kind of set up sideways so he could turn to his mic and sing to the audience. So we just kept that whole, setup, and we've been using it for our career, and it works well.
Very, very cool. You're about to go on the stage. Very excited to see you. It'll be my first time seeing you live. Like I said at the top, you've been
Where
around.
you been?
But actually, one show you were going to do here, it got canceled. It was the benefit you guys were going to do, and that got moved over.
Yeah.
And there was some others. I was traveling. I cannot wait to see it. So what are you most looking forward to tonight playing M3?
Well, the large crowd. That's what gets me going. I mean, it's sold out tonight. 13, 15,000, whatever it holds. Just playing with Bret Michaels. We're going to get up and jam with him, do Sweet Home Alabama, a couple songs into the set. We had a nice tour with him last summer and did quite a few shows with him, and he loved bringing us and up on stage, and Jack and Kelly, and they all trade off verses, and I get up and do all the solos and on on Sweet Home Alabama, and so that'll be fun. So and seeing everybody that I haven't seen for a while, and so tonight's very exciting for me.
Yeah, they have us backstage doing these interviews, and yesterday I was downstairs in the dressing room areas. It's like an 80s rock reunion, high school class reunion down there. Everybody's mingling. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, this is so great that you put a couple of these 80s bands together and you could do these big festivals like this, and it's still viable, and the crowds are still coming out. And you got to realize our fans back in the 80s, pretty much all, they all have kids, and they've grown up and they moved out, and and now they're wanting to get out of the house, so they're coming to these festivals.
Excellent. Well, Brad Gillis, Night Ranger, cannot wait to see this show. We're here at M3, Meriwether Post Pavilion in Maryland. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Matt. Thanks for having me.